Order, saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. All right, first thing on the agenda tonight, approval of minutes from the February 25th regular council meeting.
I motion to approve it.
Motion on the floor by Jackie,
I'll second that.
second by Donnie. Discussion, otherwise, if everybody is in agreement, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried unanimously. Additions to the agenda tonight.
I do not have any.
I just have one FYI about Board of Appeals and Equalization. We'll put that after the golf court rate. Otherwise, if there's no other additions or deletions, I'll be looking for a motion to approve the agenda tonight.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the one addition.
Motion on the floor by Kyle. Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Jackie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried unanimously. First item on the agenda tonight is a building permit. It's a sign permit approval. And Jim, you're still here, so
Yeah,
you almost got away.
He says. Speedway obviously is taking over the Supermarket station here, and they're looking at replacing all the signs. They're going to make them, according to the permit, exactly the same as the ones that they have there now. It looks like the shape of the one along the street, on all the buildings all the way around, including those in the back and up on their awning. Look like they're all exactly the same, so it's just a replacement. Dave Barsotti, he said that he has nothing with it because they aren't changing the posts in the sign at all. So,
Perfect.
pretty straightforward.
Thank you.
I'll make the motion to accept the building permit.
I'll second it.
Motion on the floor by Donnie, seconded by Jackie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried unanimously. Next item on the agenda is the MMUA scholarship discussion. Nicole?
He isn't here. It's on the-
Oh, it is there.
Yep.
You didn't put them together.
No, sorry.
Go for it.
So the MMUA scholarship, I kind of came across, I was doing a little bit of research on the MMUA site for some solar panel stuff. And I came across this that we could extend to the senior class. So I just kind of wanted to bring it forward to discuss it with you guys, see what your thoughts are, see maybe get approval to have us push it through. What it is it's a $5,000 scholarship. It's split into $2,000, $1,500, $1,000, and a $500 scholarship, and it'll be awarded to an essay contest winner or winners who plan to attend a post-secondary educational institution. They just have to write a 500 to 750 word typed in double-space essay in regards to the Pierz Municipal Electric. And the only real stipulation is they have to be a customer of the municipal. They'll have to turn it in by March 29th, 2019. And we, the electric committee, if we get any essays in, the electric committee will meet. We'll pick one of those essays and we will send it to MMUA, and then they will pick the essays from there. And they'll have their answers mid-May. And hopefully next year we'll give at least a little bit more of a heads up to the senior class. This, I just kind of stumbled across and realized that we have some time yet and wanted to extend it out.
I think it's a good idea.
Make a motion to approve that.
Motion on the floor by Jackie. A second.
I'll second it.
Second by Donnie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried unanimously. And then I had mentioned to Nicole, she's going to get a hold of the school to let them know, because they usually do give a packet to seniors, letting them know when the deadlines are and what the guidelines and those things are. Perfect. Thanks for doing that, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Good catch.
Yeah, it's like kind of exciting. My eyes lit up. I'm like, oh, all right, let's do this.
Hey, anything that can help with college, man.
Next item on the agenda is to reschedule our previously scheduled workshop. Dave's going to be gone. We initially talked about doing March 25th at 5:30. However, in further discussion, it looks like March 20th, there's already a finance meeting scheduled at 5 o'clock. So the thought was to try to do both meetings in one night, and then we would do the workshop at 5:45 to follow the finance meeting. If everybody's okay with that, that would be the recommendation for rescheduling.
I just have a hard time with daycare because that's my husband's like Sunday night. So Mondays are always going to be better for me personally, Monday nights.
And I think this is a one-time thing, Jackie. Honestly, it's because Dave didn't realize he was gone when we scheduled this. I think the plan would be to do them in the future on Monday, always.
Okay, so the 25th at 5:30 wouldn't work then for the original?
The problem is it's right before the council meeting, and that doesn't give us a lot of time.
Okay.
We're kind of pressed for time, if anything needs to be discussed. Anybody else?
So the meeting is being moved in March?
It would be just a workshop.
City workshop.
City
Just
workshop.
Council workshop.
Yep.
What date is it going to be then?
March 20th.
At 5:45.
Correct.
What you have, you're proposing?
Yep. Do we need a motion?
Could if you want, if it's not necessary.
If it's not necessary, then we'll just... All right, then we'll go ahead with that. And you'll let Dave know?
So I will send out an invite.
Awesome, thank you. Planning and zoning. Dave talked to James Van Stone, and he has agreed to finish out Arvin Litke's term for the remainder of this year. So we'd like to welcome Mr. Van Stone. Thank you for agreeing. Do you need a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve James Van Stone finishing out the term, which would end at the end of 2019.
I'll second that.
Motion on the floor by Kyle, seconded by Jackie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried unanimously. 2019 golf course rates. Donnie.
So in your packet, you can see that we'll be going up slightly on our green fees for walking and with cart. We've always had as you're going through those, basically they've gone up anywhere from 50 cents to the 18 holes went up by $2. As you're going, scanning down through it, you'll get to a trail fee, private cart, non-storage. We've always had that. So what they do is, if you have a golf cart and you keep it at your house and you drive it down to golf, you pay either a per time fee of $5, or if you're golfing 18.9, and now we do a $100 for the year. We've always had the 100 for the year, but we've never actually had it on our rates.
Okay.
So that's got put into there. And then as you go down, you'll see the golf cart. Right now, it's $175 for 12 months to rent a storage shed down there. By the time you figure that out and look at it, it's fairly cheap. So we've moved those rates up from $175 to $275. And if you use the electric down there, it goes from $200 to $300. Now, we compared to Foley, we compared to Little Falls, we took everybody around, and those rates are still half of what the normal people charge, or I shouldn't say normal, but the other golf courses. So where we're at is we're just trying to come up a little bit and get a little bit closer in line with what we do. So, and other than that, the very bottom, there's a cleaning fee. If somebody rents a shelter and does not pick up after themselves, we can charge up to, as a cleaning fee, up to $75, but that is on the bottom. So
That's an addition.
What's
that's
the
in
deposit?
addition to what?
What's the deposit to reserve the shelter?
Right now, if you just call and book it, that's all they do. there is no, even for camping wise at this point, if you call and say you want to camp on July 4th, you just call and you book it.
Do we have a lot of trouble with people canceling and not coming in, or
Only if it rains.
nobody's coming?
And we will be, the park board is looking at that, and we'll be making recommendations on starting to do that. And then also saying, if you cancel within 48 hours, there's going to be a portion that's going to be kept.
I think that's.
You just have to.
And it's out there, the park board is working on that now, so we'll come back with those recommendations.
Yeah.
Hopefully before the season.
Probably will be next year, because you've already approved this for this year. That's what we're looking at.
As the rates, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember last year that, who's down there now?
Amy?
Yeah, Amy. She had said she had some trouble with people just all of a sudden canceling at the last minute. She couldn't fill it again, so I think that'll be nice to at least have something there in place.
Something.
Yeah, right now, we're doing the research. We had our meeting last week, and right now, we're doing the research and finding out actually what do other places charge.
Sure.
And then we'll go right lines with them. If it's 50% or if it's whatever the amount is, we'll go right in line with those, so it's not anything that nobody doesn't expect.
Yeah, I think people are actually surprised when you don't have to put money down this day.
I suppose we would have to have some sort of exception though if all of a sudden we're flooded down there.
Well, at this
It's
point,
our fault
we
that
have,
We can't get them in, I suppose we'll have to make an
but at this
exception.
point, we have the new land, and we have put camping up there for the Freedom Fest. There is 30 sites, was it last year?
Yeah, it's like, I feel like that's an odd number, like 32 or something like that.
And those were completely full, and we turned some people away. So as a park board, we've already expanded that, and we can go up to 60 now. So if
So we
somebody,
always should
so
have.
if somebody floods down below, we can bring them up there. Now, there is no sewer, there is no water, there is no electric, but they can still camp.
Sure.
If you're flooded out, you're not gonna be down there anyways. But, so we are making those provisions, yes.
Okay.
So we'll need a motion in a
Anything
second.
else? Okay.
That's all I have. Any other questions, I guess?
Oh, it looks good to me, Donnie, good job. So I'll be looking at a motion to approve the 2019 golf course complex rates.
I motion to approve it.
Motion on the floor by Jackie,
I'll second.
second by Kyle. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. This is basically just an FYI. Board of Appeals and Equalization this year will be held on Thursday, April 18th. That is at 1 o'clock here at City Hall. And you do need to call the county assessor's office to schedule the appointment for that. That would be to discuss your 2019 taxable market value for city and county. Department reports. Looks like we got a small crew here tonight for that. Chris is not here. Bob is out working, getting ready for snow removal tonight and opening up the drains for water. Eric did not have anything. Nicole?
You get a half hour to talk.
All right. Don't have too much other than I'm just working on the SCDP payments from 2009 to current, seeing how much, if any, payments we received, and seeing if we can retain those funds into our EDA. Still kind of working through all of that. It's kind of, some things were coded here, over there, so just making sure we're all on track. And also the auditors will be presenting on the 25th. They did give me a draft, and I've reviewed that. I just have to wait for Dave to come in and sign, saying that, hey, we've received it. So they're planning to be here on the 25th at the next council meeting to have you guys review it and go over it. And I will have electronic copies for you. So if you want paper copies, let me know. I figured you guys all have
Works the best.
nice little iPads that you guys can review on. So if you want
Just
paper
depends
copies,
how
just let me know.
small the numbers are.
Other than
Fingers
that,
expand.
Yeah.
same old, same old.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. Linda, treasurer's report.
The checkbook balance with the statement for February 28, 2019 is $1,111,945.17.
You get a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Make a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I'll second it.
Motion on the floor by Kyle, seconded by Jackie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. Claims. You guys should have a copy of those sent out in the packet. Any questions or concerns?
They are fairly higher than normal, but that's because the MIF loan washed through. We received money, $300,000 from the state. I could have checked to Smoothies. And as soon as you guys approve it, we'll.
Is that about 300,000?
Yep.
Saw that.
And they'll make monthly payments starting actually in March.
Okay, so right away.
Mhm.
Nice.
So then with that one, Nicole, they just pay us and then you have to pay.
Yep, 60% goes back to the state and we keep 40% up until 100,000.
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay. We've got a fund set up then that.
Oh, yes. Got a fund and an amortization schedule and.
She's all smiles, you see that?
She's on it.
That was fun to get set up.
She's licking her chops here.
I had that all set up right before I left, just in case. Went through, but yes.
Any other questions on claims? Otherwise, I'd be looking at a motion to accept the claims and pay the bills.
I'll make that motion.
Motion on the floor by Donnie,
I'll second.
second by Kyle. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. Anybody else have anything tonight that they wanted to discuss?
If I can just introduce myself. I know
Certainly.
I've introduced myself to some of you, but I'm Congressman Pete Stauber's Brainerd Field Representative. My name is Louis Crombie. And so we have an office in the same room that the past, I think, 3 different Congress members had their district office in the Brainerd City Hall. And so I know half of the week is usually spent kind of outside of the Brainerd area, out in the district, and I was at a Beyond the Yellow Ribbon meeting for Morrison County before this, and I had enough time to make it before we started, so it's good to be here and meet all of you, and we're going to be in Pierz many times throughout the next at least 2 years, and so yeah, just wanted to introduce myself. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for stopping.
Absolutely.
All right, anybody else have anything? Otherwise,
I'll make the motion to adjourn. I knew you were waiting for me to say it.
I think everybody else was too. Motion on the floor by Donnie,
I'll second.
second by Jackie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously.